what we were going to get, TLC was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to complain about. Only one real thing to complain about overall. But we'll talk about the pre-show first. We didn't really have the PowerPoint presentation.
Nope.
I think that Drew Gulak's whole promo was he was supposed to do it, and then someone wouldn't let him, and so he just crashed the panel at the beginning and tried to talk over Renee Young for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, he wasn't going to let the man hold him down.
Yeah, so he was trying to get his message out regardless. But yeah, that was all we saw of Drew Gulak. Then we did have Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox.
Sloppier than their match on Raw.
Yeah, it was an awkwardly paced Raw. A lot of being
match.
Yeah, that's the same thing. No, really? No. A lot of being tossed out of the ring and falling out of the ring, and
that was a common theme throughout this show.
Yeah, the whole show, but this is what kicked it off.
The fall out of the ring show.
But eventually, Sasha Banks picked up the win, turning a little tilt-a-whirl, kind of like flipping backwards, hitting the...
Turning a little turkey bird.
Yeah, that's...
Into the bank statement.
Yeah, into the bank statement and making Alicia Fox tap out. And then we started the main card.
That's a point for me, by the way.
Yes. I did awful on the show. Just spoiler alert.
Which means I didn't do much better because we agreed on almost everything.
Yep.
Like literally almost everything.
Yep. But yeah, we opened up with ladies action as we had the debut of Asuka on the main roster going against Emma. A fantastic match.
Really good match.
This was really good. I was not expecting it.
Way longer than I expected.
Yeah, especially
which played up because it was so good.
Yeah, no, it was this. Not only was this a great starting moment for Asuka on the main roster, but this is a good match for Emma.
Especially because it's her first ever singles match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, this is something that Emma needed, and yeah, it benefits her, it benefits Asuka, benefits the women's division, and yeah, overall, really great. Emma just trying to piss off Asuka every chance she possibly could.
It was really good because it kind of washed out the taste of Sasha and Alicia not
meshing
well.
Yeah. Emma and Asuka worked really well together. But eventually, like most women, Emma fell victim to the Asuka lock.
Yeah.
And she tapped the hell out. Really good, though. We had our first taste of cruiserweights as we had a tag team match. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann taking on Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick.
Jack Gallagher with new music?
Yeah. It's not evil, kind of like the way William Regal went. It's just a little more intense.
Yeah.
It's got kind of a Kingsman vibe to it. But yeah, it was
so
good.
Did Jack Gallagher.
That's true. Cedric and Rich Swann
shoot somebody with his umbrella one day.
Oh, that'd be murder.
More on that later.
That's a chant we got later in the show. Cedric and Rich I thought worked really well as a tag team this go around. But so did Gallagher and Kendrick. It was a very solid tag team match. Mm-hmm. I appreciated the good back and forth, a lot of the good.
And I really liked that both teams being so different in styles, just kind of had like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Going for it because Kendrick and Gallagher kind of brought the old school tag team vibe like the Revival does.
Yes.
With the constant tags in and out, and their style's a lot more tech savvy.
Yeah.
And then you have Swann and Cedric who brought in the fast paced, high flying everything.
Yeah, there was the really good opening spot where it was just a lot of back and forth of Swann and Cedric just kind of like kicking and head scissors and dives and all kinds of stuff, and then it slowed down a little bit. But eventually Cedric and Rich Swann picked up the win after Rich hit the Rich kick on Gallagher, and Gallagher decided he wasn't knocked out enough, so he hit a headbutt on Rich Swann that took both of them out, leaving Brian Kendrick to get hit with the lumbar check, and Cedric Alexander picks up the win for his team.
Yeah, that was a point that neither of us got.
Nope. Then we went to the Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss defending against Mickie James, and goddamn did Mickie James look good. This was...
It was another great match.
Holy shit. I mean, I know Mickie James is good. I know Alexa is good, but they had a fantastic outing tonight.
Yeah, what really told was that it was a big story.
Yeah, they had a really good story going in, and
just the whole Mickey frustrating Alexa from the get-go.
Yeah, and I like that because we had Alexa picking on how, oh, Mickey's old, Mickey's washed up, like, it kind of put that thought in, like, well, maybe that's what it was. It was like, kind of put that thought in, like, well, maybe Mickey can't go the way she could. But then she comes out and she does this, and it was fantastic. I mean, I applaud both of these main card women's matches were just phenomenal.
No, I mean, as much as I'd hate to say that Sasha Banks kind of had the stinker match of the night,
yeah,
she did, because the rest of the matches on the main card brought it.
Yeah. It was, I mean, a great pay-per-view all the way through. And this women's championship match, I mean, there were a few times where it could have gone either way.
Yeah, there was a few times where I thought, I was certain that I was going to get the next point.
Yeah.
That we were going to
get. Yeah, we were going to get the next point because we both went with Mickey James.
Mickey got so close a couple times.
Yeah, there was just a few different moments where she had the spot, but Alexa doing a really good job working the arm over through most of it, which towards the end, like, Alexa kind of fell into the corner.
Yeah, and Mickey didn't watch the Alexa tapes.
Yeah.
Because it's an Alexa go-to to grab her opponent and do an over her own shoulder pull/throw into the buckles.
Yeah.
Before spinning them around and doing that plant DDT.
Yeah, and it didn't help that when Mickey went in, she went in shoulder first with that bad shoulder. So Mickey's just fucked up. Hit the DDT. Alexa Bliss is still the Raw Women's Champion.
So we're still 2-1.
Yes. And we had a little post interview. Mickey upset that she didn't win, but saying this wasn't the last time she'd be in the title picture, and she was definitely at one point going to be our Raw Women's Champion.
I wouldn't be surprised if she will be like the next #1 contender again. Because if other people thought as highly of this match as we did, I think it's going to be one that's going to come back around sooner than later.
And in tandem with the Emma and Asuka match, this just proves that Mickey can go, Emma has more than enough potential, and now we have Asuka in the mix. So, like, that four right there is a fantastic grouping of women that can be in the title picture. And then you still have Sasha on the outside. You still have Nia when she comes back around.
Hopefully.
And then, I mean...
Bayley.
And Bayley. And not to say that either Alicia or Dana are the weak links. They're still solid wrestlers. So you've got a really good women's division right now. Then there's the other Cruiserweight match.
Which, despite the outcome being the opposite of what we wanted.
Yep.
Because fuck Enzo Amore.
Yep.
This might have been one of Enzo's best singles matches of his whole career.
I mean...
Because I'm going to be real, he doesn't usually bring a lot to the table, but he did more in this match than I'm used to seeing him do.
I didn't feel like he did a whole lot in this. I felt like he was getting his ass kicked by Kalisto most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, he did, which is what he did the best. I mean, he just, it's something the way he presented himself, the way he did, the things he did, I guess, that made me think, like, okay, I felt like unlike the other matches that he's had on the Cruiserweight division show, 205 Live, that's what it's called.
That show that we cover every Tuesday.
I had a brain fart.
That's alright.
I felt like Enzo was trying to put effort into making this one look good.
Yeah, I don't know. It was... Yeah. I'm bothered by the outcome.
They meshed better than Alicia and Sasha did.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard not to mesh with Kalisto, though.
He's meshable, man.
Kalisto is a solid guy you can pretty much put in there with anybody. But yeah, Yeah, like we said, it didn't go the way we wanted because, in true Enzo fashion, while the referee was not looking, he poked Kalisto in the eye and then hit the Eat Defeat. And Enzo Amore is a 2-time Cruiserweight champion. That hurts a little bit to say.
Yeah. Welcome to 205 Live, the new women's division of 2004.
Oof. Ouch. You know what isn't? You know what? Nah, never mind. What isn't the women's division 2004 is the first time ever Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Despite the small buzzkill in the middle of the match, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Post in the comments below if you got the network feed interrupted by the Miz promo that happened earlier in the night.
It was very, very distracting to be really invested in a match and then all of a sudden have the Miz telling me the same thing he told me earlier. That being said, for a first time ever, the crowd did not stop this entire match.
It's such a highly anticipated match that I think a thing that upped the excitement was the fact that it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't like a big build-up.
Yeah, no, we literally had 48 hours to be prepared for this match.
Because that's the thing that can kill it. Is if you have a build-up to a never-been-done-before match, and then it gets to the point where everyone's so excited and then it doesn't meet the standards, you're going to flatten the crowd out super fast.
Yeah.
This happened so quick. And the fact that AJ flew in
kudos to AJ.
From South America.
Yeah, because the SmackDown crew has been in Argentina. I think they were in... They might have been in Chile yesterday.
They're doing I think the very first WWE events in Chile.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, because I've been watching Xavier Woods' Snapchat, and they've been in at least 2 or 3 different places in South America. So for AJ to fly overnight to do this match last minute against Finn Balor and have it be this fucking good, just again, as if we didn't already know that AJ Styles was phenomenal, this proved it. And Finn Balor, holy shit, was this a saving grace for him?
Yeah.
Because I don't even need to explain why it would have been a shit show to do the whole Sister Abigail thing, because no one was excited for that.
Well, I'm gonna be real. I'm not one of those people, but I did see a fair showing of people with negative reactions to the fact that Bray was pulled.
Well,
so
sickness happens.
Yeah. No, I think it's a disappointment just because it is Bray, and a lot of people do like Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. No, I like Bray Wyatt, but I don't think their match would have got as much interest.
No,
I think
no chance.
It would have. I honestly think that what they were setting up for Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt was a fucking death nail. And so get well soon, Bray. I want you back on TV, but I think sickness saved both of their careers. And gave us this fantastic match. It was so much back and forth.
Here's I think the biggest difference between the Finn and Bray outcome of this situation is that I think even if the match would have been a shit show, if the next pay-per-view you go, oh yeah, Finn Balor's going to face AJ Styles, people are going to start losing their shit again.
That's true.
It's just that's the glory of the rarity now, because now with so many independent wrestlers all over WWE, in NXT and the main roster, you don't have a ton of combinations of people where you go, this guy's never faced this guy before.
Well, and I've got a whole rant I could go on about like the state of wrestling today, but I'll save that for another time.
What's called wondering?
It's maybe. It's nice to see just two guys going out there and having a match. You don't need to be a heel. You don't need to be a babyface. You can both be the same thing if you want. Just go out there and fucking kill it.
Yeah, which they did.
And it was fucking awesome.
Storylines aren't 100% necessary 100% of the time.
So much great back and forth, evenly matched, answering moves. Eventually, AJ trying to go for the springboard 450, Finn moving out of the way, hitting the drop kick in the corner, and literally sticking the coup de grace.
Looked like it sucked.
Probably a bad night for AJ. Luckily, he's off tomorrow. He doesn't have to work until Tuesday. So, yeah. Awesome match. Finn Balor picking up the win. That's another point for you because you did end up going for Finn Balor. That's another one that I lost, so yeah. Then...
You didn't think AJ was going to come over to do the job?
No, because I thought they were going to keep him strong. I thought they were going to do something creepy and keep Bray Wyatt in the picture, but oh well. Good match. I don't care that I lost the point. Then, because we had two segments earlier in the night of Jason Jordan wasting food by throwing it at Elias Sampson, we had a singles match.
Yeah, I want to say that this singles match... was the fact that Elias Sampson was really mad. And a lot of people immediately think, oh, well, yeah, because Jason Jordan kept interrupting his concert segments. It's like, Elias Sampson is, like, a really good eater, and he didn't like the fact that, like, Jason Jordan was trying to, like, convince him to become a vegetarian. Because Sampson really likes red meats, man. You don't get those biceps without some red meats. Maybe. I don't know.
I dislike Jason Jordan more for wasting food. I think that's bullshit.
It hits a nerve with him because he works in
produce. I work in produce, and he was I was initially thrown off when the first head of kale hit Elias Sampson. I was like,
I wish you would have been pricing it as it went by. Like,
I don't know it off the top of my head.
He just wasted $43.16 worth of food.
I'll go back and I'll do that. No, I won't. That's a lie. Jason Jordan eventually defeated Elias Sampson with a small package after an attempted suplex from the apron to the inside of the ring.
I'm curious if this was the intended ending, because we had the moment where at the end there, Sampson threw Jordan into the corner, and he started freaking out over his knee, rolled out of the ring, and then when Sampson tried to bring him back in, it immediately ended the match.
Well, and Jordan got kneed right in the fucking head, too.
Yeah.
That was a pretty gnarly shot.
So between those two things, like, maybe a concussion, maybe a hurt jaw, could have hurt his knee, hit the buckles the way he did, and with that throw that Elias gave him.
We're probably going to get a rematch on Raw.
Maybe. See what condition Jason Jordan's in.
Yeah. Then we go to the main event, the tables, ladders, and chairs 3-on-5 handicap match. The Miz, The Bar, Braun Strowman, and Kane versus The Shield with Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle in full-on Shield garb.
Yeah, that was cool. They did
awesome.
a promo segment where Dean and Seth brought him an attire to join the Shield. They said once you're in all the way.
We're going out on our Shields tonight, boys. It did look a little funny because like Dean and Seth were so intense, and then Kurt in his flak jacket just smiling like a kid on Christmas behind him.
Think about it, like
I can only imagine.
How long has it been since Kurt's done something so high profile?
Yeah.
Kurt's still a good wrestler, especially for his body condition and his age.
Yeah.
And sure, he did fucking like 9-10 years in TNA.
Yeah.
A lot of time over in Japan. But the fact that he's coming back to a WWE pay-per-view in the main event spot.
Yeah. And
with a team, like this is a team he probably watches Like, he probably watched while they were in their heyday and thought, man, these guys are cool.
Yeah.
And he gets to come in and just kind of hop on the bandwagon.
It's probably a really cool, like, one night only type of thing for Kurt Angle. And it was just...
No, dude, he's in the Shield from here on out, man. Roman Reigns is out.
No more.
Roman Reigns is the new GM of Raw.
Ew, no.
Kurt's in the Shield.
I don't want
Kurt versus Brock at Mania.
Man, we already
I want an exact move-for-move reenactment of 19.
Yeah.
Sans Lesnar almost murdering himself on the shooting star.
So no shooting star.
No shooting star or...
breaking Kurt's neck.
Yeah, or, you know, like, I'll give Brock $20 if he hits the shooting star. All the way.
No, there was just so much to talk about in this match. Chaos from beginning to end.
Yeah, Braun took Kurt Angle out of the match completely by power slamming him through a table.
Dean and Seth jumped on Sheamus and Cesaro through both announce tables.
Yeah, Seth almost blew his knee out doing that.
Yeah, fucking frog splash, you moron. There was the dissension between Kane and Braun, which eventually...
Kane hit Braun in the back with a chair on accident.
So eventually, Braun starts fighting back. Eventually, Kane just says, fuck it, and I'm going to eliminate Braun, and chokeslams him through like the stage next to the announce tables, pulls the entire string of chairs down. They bring in a garbage truck, which eventually is the undoing of Braun Strowman.
Yeah, because like they try to throw the Shield in there, Shield fight back, they jump on everybody. But they, the 4-on-2 advantage stays in the favor until Braun starts crawling out of the chair pile.
Yeah.
And Kane is like, oh my fucking god.
No! Get out of here!
But then even Braun can't stand up to Miz, The Bar, and Kane all stomping him at the same time.
Yeah.
They throw him in the garbage truck and then they close the back and like compact Braun Strowman.
And that is where we got the "That is murder" chant from the crowd. As Dean and Seth started to try and fight back, and
they threw him in the ring. Looked like they were setting up Seth and Dean take like 5 minutes of non-stop beatdown at this point.
And we get Kurt Angle coming back to his own music, causing the distraction.
Olympic slams both bar members on the floor.
Yeah, Cesaro goes through a table. Fucking Kane ends up getting like a pseudo Roman Reigns spear as both Dean and Seth drive him through the barricade, leaving Miz all by himself to get hit with all three finishers, and then finally a Shield powerbomb.
Yeah,
and Kurt
they
Angle,
call it the Olympic Shield bomb.
Yeah, the Olympic Shield bomb. And Kurt Angle getting the pin
Which just
for
sounds
the
like
Shield.
a regular move in Japan.
It does. Oh man, if you haven't watched the match, go watch it.
Do it.
So much fun. Pay-per-view was great.
I'm tired of the infighting between the Raw commentary team, though.
Yeah, no,
it's distracting.
That shit needs to stop. Speaking of stopping, that is our review of TLC. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
So many links.
Check out the podcast.
SoundCloud link.
And Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's Reasonable with a W. Like
wrestling.
Woo! Broken freaking neck.
Woo! Yeah, go back, check out our indie news. Later this week, check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans. We should have a brand new unboxing video. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fucking Zilla More.